This ending wasn't just emotional. It quietly revealed something huge that most viewers completely missed, and if you didn't catch it, the entire future of the story might feel very different. Episode 4 builds its tension slowly, almost like it's holding its breath until the final moments. At first, everything feels calm on the surface, but underneath, every conversation carries weight. The characters are not just talking, they are choosing sides, making silent promises, and preparing for something bigger that hasn't fully arrived yet. You can feel that something is about to break, even when nothing dramatic is happening right away. This is where the episode becomes powerful, because instead of rushing into action, it lets emotions grow quietly, making the ending hit much harder. As the story moves forward, we see how the past continues to shape every decision. The emotional distance between characters is not random, it's built from everything they've been through. There's hesitation in the way they speak, pauses that feel longer than usual, and moments where it feels like words are being held back on purpose. These small details matter because they show that the real conflict is not just outside, but inside each character. They are struggling with fear, doubt, and the weight of choices that cannot be undone. What makes this episode stand out is how it balances personal emotion with a growing sense of danger. While some characters are trying to protect what they love, others are slowly moving toward decisions that could change everything. There's a feeling that time is running out, even though no one says it directly. Every scene adds another layer, building toward the final moment where everything starts to connect. You begin to realize that nothing in this episode is random. Every look, every silence, every line has a purpose. By the time we reach the final part of the episode, the emotional pressure is at its highest point. The characters are no longer just reacting, they are being pushed into action. And this is where the episode becomes unforgettable, because instead of giving clear answers, it leaves us with questions that feel even bigger than before. It doesn't just end the story for this episode, it opens the door to something much deeper, something that will continue to unfold in the episodes ahead. This is why episode 4 feels so important. It may not be the loudest or most action-packed episode, but it changes the direction of the story in a quiet, powerful way. It shows us that the real battle is not just about survival, but about trust, love, and the choices people make when everything is at risk. And as we move forward, one thing becomes clear: nothing will stay the same after this. The final sequence of episode 4 unfolds in a way that feels quiet on the surface, but every second carries a deeper meaning. It begins with a moment that almost seems still, as if the story is pausing before revealing something important. The characters are present, but what truly stands out is what they are not saying. Their expressions, their hesitation, and the way they look at each other all suggest that something has shifted. This is not just another scene, it's the moment where everything starts to change direction. As the scene continues, the focus moves toward a decision that doesn't need loud words to be understood. One character takes a step, whether physical or emotional, and that step becomes the center of the entire ending. It represents a choice that cannot be undone. What makes it powerful is that the show doesn't explain it directly. Instead, it allows the audience to feel the weight of that decision through silence and tension. You can sense that this moment will have consequences, even if those consequences are not fully revealed yet. There's also a noticeable change in the atmosphere. The tone becomes heavier, almost as if the world around the characters is reacting to what's happening. Lighting, pacing, and even the background sounds work together to create a feeling of unease. It's subtle, but it's effective. The calmness from earlier in the episode fades away, replaced by a quiet intensity that builds with every passing second. This shift tells us that the story is moving into a more serious and unpredictable phase. One of the most important parts of the ending is how it connects multiple storylines at once. While the scene may focus on a specific moment, it reflects the impact of everything that has happened before. The choices made earlier in the episode and even in previous episodes start to come together here. It's like pieces of a puzzle slowly forming a bigger picture. This is why the ending feels so satisfying, even though it doesn't give clear answers. It shows that every moment in the story matters. Another key detail is how the characters react to what's happening. Some may appear calm, but their eyes reveal something deeper: fear, realization, or even regret. Others may seem strong, but there's a sense that they are holding something back. These reactions are important because they hint at what might happen next. The show uses these subtle emotional cues to guide the audience without directly telling them what to think. As the final moments approach, there's a sense that time is slowing down. The pacing becomes more deliberate, allowing each moment to linger just a little longer. This creates a feeling of anticipation, as if the story is building towards something significant. And then, just when it feels like we are about to get a clear answer, the episode chooses to stop. This decision is intentional. It leaves the audience thinking, questioning, and wanting more. The ending doesn't rely on shock or sudden twists. Instead, it uses emotion and quiet tension to create impact. It trusts the audience to understand what's happening beneath the surface. And in doing so, it creates a moment that stays with you even after the episode is over. It's not just about what happened, it's about what it means and how it will shape everything that comes next. The hidden meanings and symbolism in the ending of episode 4 are what give the scene its lasting impact. At first glance, the events might seem straightforward. A decision is made, characters react, and the scene closes, but beneath the surface, almost every detail carries a deeper significance. The setting itself is symbolic. The way light falls, the space characters occupy, and even what's left unsaid all point toward larger themes of the series. Objects in the background, fleeting glances, or small gestures aren't random. They are carefully placed to hint at internal struggles, unspoken truths, and future developments that viewers might not notice on a first watch. For instance, the way certain characters position themselves in the scene mirrors their emotional distance or closeness. Physical proximity or lack thereof reflects loyalty, tension, or hidden motives. Even the pauses between dialogue are meaningful. They give weight to the emotions that aren't spoken aloud. This is where the show excels at subtle storytelling. Instead of telling the audience how characters feel, it shows it through body language, silence, and environmental cues. Each small element, the tilt of a head, a hesitant hand movement, the direction a character looks, works together to convey a story beyond the words. Dialogue, too, carries layered meaning. Lines that may seem casual or offhand often hold multiple interpretations. Some phrases echo past events, creating a sense of continuity and reinforcing the weight of history on present choices. Others foreshadow future conflicts or hint at secrets yet to be revealed. By revisiting familiar themes and seemingly minor exchanges, the show deepens the audience's understanding of character motivations and adds emotional resonance to the ending. It's a reminder that in Outlander, nothing is ever just surface level. Every word, gesture, and glance can carry significance. Emotional undercurrents also play a critical role. Characters are often torn between love, duty, and fear, and this tension is visually represented through careful framing and pacing. For example, moments of isolation in the scene reflect internal struggles or decisions that must be faced alone. Conversely, moments where characters are close together, even physically, often highlight shared understanding or alliance. The contrast between these moments creates a rhythm that mirrors the emotional journey of the episode, guiding the audience to feel the stakes without needing exposition. Symbolism extends beyond the characters themselves to the objects and environment around them. A door slightly ajar might represent opportunity or danger. A lingering shadow could suggest uncertainty or looming threat. Even the weather, lighting, and background sounds contribute to the atmosphere, subtly influencing the way the audience perceives the tension and emotion of the scene. Every element in the frame is designed to enhance understanding of the characters' inner worlds, making the ending not just a conclusion, but a window into what the story is truly exploring. Finally, the ending reinforces broader themes of the series, such as choice, consequence, and destiny. While it may seem like a single moment, it encapsulates the ongoing struggles of the characters and the universe they inhabit. The symbolism and hidden meanings encourage viewers to think critically about each character's journey and to anticipate how these choices might ripple into the episodes that follow. It's a reminder that in Outlander, endings are rarely final. They are transformative, shaping not just the story, but the emotional landscape of every character involved. This careful layering of visual, emotional, and thematic elements is what makes episode 4's ending resonate so strongly, leaving a lasting impression that invites reflection, discussion, and anticipation for what comes next.